Let's say you've been presented with what you might call a mission impossible. That is, to connect to a computer that doesn't have any connections. It's like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound very doable. So you might find yourself hanging by fishing line inside the room because there's no external connections to this computer. Well, in a network world, that doesn't really sound like the way you want things to be. Therefore, we want our machine to have some ability to connect, we'll call it to the real internet or to the outside world, to the cloud, something like that. So we're going to be talking about today the device or the piece of hardware that makes that possible. And if we go way back in time, we'll look at this. Whoa, no wonder they don't work very well. Ha, I bet it still does work. This is what's called a PCMCIA, Personal Computer Memory Card International Association. Yeah, that's it. It was a group of companies that put together that particular standard from so long ago that you probably don't remember it. In fact, it's probably most of you have a laptop that doesn't even have that PCMCIA slot in it anymore. But this would have been the wireless variety. You'll notice a couple of blinky lights on it that would blink if it were plugged in. That is the wireless type. Here is one. If you'll notice, it has the RJ45 or the ISO 8877. Remember that one. But that's what you plug your Ethernet cable into. Once again, PCMCIA type connection, mainly for laptops. Then moving forward in time, this here would be the PCI. Of course, I got my fingers on the gold plates. Bad me. But a PCI type card, once again, with the RJ45 type connector, so that if you had this installed in your machine, probably a desktop, plug this guy in, then you plug the network cable into this, and now you'd have a machine where you don't have to dangle in the room with fishing line in order to do anything on that machine. You have established connectivity. The last one, similar technology, once again, PCI, but you'll notice in this case I have the antenna, so I could have wireless networking on my desktop. Any one of these pieces of hardware are designed, as mentioned, to allow a computer that's a standalone computer to no longer be a standalone computer. Now we want the ability to share resources, share information, or perhaps you've been assigned, tasked with doing some research for a project, and I need outside access. Hey, I need a network, and it's funny, it's network adapter card, but they never really changed the acronym, network interface card, NIC, N-I-C, once again with our use of acronyms. But this is just a quick summary as far as hardware-wise of the little piece of hardware that allows your machine to, it's kind of like that where do you want to go today question. It's like with that device in your computer, you can go anywhere in the world you want on the World Wide Web.